reason why this podcast sucks and we have no fans is because Rick and damn Duper talk way too goddamn much.
All these boys had relocated just for 2 days. It was Duper's birthday. Woo! Happy birthday, Duper.
Yeah, I think you broke your mic.
Yeah. Yep.
Happy birthday, Duper.
Thanks, man.
Duper.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. How old you turn, Dupe?
I turned
04?
this many.
Okay, so for those that aren't watching the live show, that was a 0 and a 4.
A 0 and a well, you got a 4 and then a 0.
Remember, we're backwards on the screen there, dude.
Yeah, so we're officially old as fuck at this point. Greg and I.
Yes.
The rest of you guys will get there one day.
AARP membership cards. Woo!
I do feel tremendously more wiser at this point. So Rick, don't test me today.
Duper.
Don't test me today.
What's the strongest metal, Duper?
What's the strongest metal? Adamantium.
Wrong. Vibranium.
Wrong.
I'll give you
Lee,
something
how you
you can
doing?
vibrate.
Well, honestly, why are we going to do a weekly update? We know what we did. Yeah. So Friday, we all decided to surprise. Well, it wasn't just that day, but we decided to drive out and surprise Duper for his birthday. He kept telling his wife that he wanted a nice, quiet weekend at home to celebrate his age. He just wanted to be with his family in peace and quiet for a whole weekend. Nothing crazy. We showed up at his house at 9:00 on Friday night.
Surprise!
Yeah.
We had a cake and everything. Rick came out of the cake. It was
There's
awesome.
nothing quite like having a Gregory McIntyre at the front door and
Hey,
on your
no last names.
Oh man, it was a good time though. We did a lot of stupid things. We tested learning how to do IG live. That was fun
and terrible. Reception
it.
was horrible. So that didn't work out too well. But what I think was the biggest lesson from this weekend is that Greg is fucking innately great at golf.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Me?
Apparently, Greg is like a fucking natural born talent for golf.
Yeah,
Tiger Woods, y'all.
All the Tiger Woods I used to play. I used to mash the A button for a power swing and do the spin and everything. It fucking,
He was so good that he would go into the backswing and right and turn, and you're supposed to keep your eye on the ball the whole time. Legit, every time he swung, he turned away, looked at the screen because we're at Topgolf and it's Angry Birds. So he's more interested in the Angry Birds than actually hitting the ball. Yeah. But he actually would look up in the backswing and say, "There's my Angry Bird," and then he'd go back down and just smash the shit out of the ball. It was amazing. It was really incredible.
I mean, we did have a 1-2 punch there, Greg. You and I. You did finish one. I came in second.
Absolutely.
But I'm gonna be 100% honest. Mine was purely luck. Like mine was not any kind of skill. You are innately just great at golf. I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Well, I used the women's club, so I don't know if that makes a difference. But no, I mean, speaking of golf, right? I mean, Lee would just get up there like in like 500 yards. You're like, "God damn, Lee!"
That is not what happened.
He had a lot of pent up aggression during that Topgolf experience.
That is such bullshit. He is fucking Happy Gilmore. Like, I bet he cannot putt for shit, but he just constantly has so much pent up sexual aggression that he just takes that shit out on his clubs.
Yeah.
His club is probably just an extension of his penis. He just can't get his hands off of it. Always going for a home run.
It was a good time. And what was funny is that it took like 30 minutes to figure out that when we put on the Angry Birds game, Greg and Duper are just destroying us, like handing our asses to us in this Angry Birds game. And I'm thinking I'm hitting the ball pretty well, right? Like I'm going where I want to go. I got a nice little swing going. I'm feeling good today. why am I not knocking these things down? It turns out there are different levels, like beginner and intermediate and shit like that. We had it set on beginner, so all you really had to do was chip out about 10 to 15 yards, and you would knock down the little birds and kill the piggies. No idea. Overshot everything until, well, the whole time. It was fucking great.
Yeah.
But it was so much fun, man. Like, we did that, and then we did an escape room, which was my first. I know other people have done them, but we figured out that we're all alphas.
Hey,
And
Rick,
even when,
Rick, why are you so fucking loud today?
I don't know, dude. I got
actually
my
used
gain
to.
all the way down.
You sound good to me, dude. Josh, turn down your volume.
Damn it.
There you go.
All right, so as Beta interrupted you, Alpha, tell me more about the escape room.
How does it
Me?
feel?
Or him.
Yeah,
Josh cut me off. I'm not talking anymore.
No, I'm going to interrupt you guys all night.
What?
Damn, dude.
So, no, it was really good. Greg was really good at punching in numbers to get us into the next room. He did a really good job
great
there.
job of, turning
Standing at the
keys.
door and
Yeah.
turning the key.
But wait, don't give him any letters, though.
Yeah.
can't
As
fuck.
great
Letters.
as he was at golf, he was equally as bad in the escape room.
That's true. Well, I was drunk, okay? They're like, XY2F green. What? 8946. What? What are you fucking telling me? I don't know. Match these beer bottles to this gun and
Sunk your
Eight.
battleship.
A and 8. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I don't even know. But hey,
It
me
was-
and Josh,
it was pretty fun.
while we were waiting for you guys, we went like this little like gaming like bar that was like right next to the Escapology place. That was okay.
Fuck yeah. It had golden tea.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
All 26 versions of it too. It was fantastic.
It was pretty cool because they had like an old Nintendo setup and then like a Super Nintendo, Genesis, like
even
all
had
the different
Atari.
old consoles back in the day.
Yeah.
And it was like $5, I think, to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you could play all these games for as many times as you wanted.
Although half of them were broken, so I was a little annoyed. Why am I shushing?
I mean-
why am I shushing
No, they
the reality
worked.
of the fact?
And then
They
the guy
were-
was hogging the NBA Jam the whole time.
I
Yeah,
know.
that dude had a fucking chair over there sitting there
Yeah.
playing that shit.
So
Do you know what was not broken?
What?
Golden tea. I'm just throwing that out there.
I didn't see you touch
Yeah.
it once, Rick.
That's the
He-
first thing I
he-
did when I walked in.
Yeah, he ran to it.
I was so
Literally.
excited.
He
my
loves
favorite
the balls,
arcade
man.
game.
Like any arcade game with the ball on it, Rick's
Yeah.
gonna put his hands on it.
They're smooth. They're shiny. It was okay. I will say like the coolest thing is I think this is the first time in 14 months when we were in our booth at Topgolf or even doing our escape room, it felt normal. Like we were doing normal things. We didn't have a mask on. We were able to talk and like joke and just have a really good time. The whole weekend we were able to have a normal weekend, and I appreciated that probably the most. And I mean, on top of all of us, we never get together. We're always busy. We have families and shit. So it was really nice to just get us all back together and get our family together for a couple days. Bullshit. So it was nice. Happy birthday, dude.
It was nice.
Yeah,
Happy
man.
birthday, Dupe.
It was a fun
but,
time.
But Rick, do you want to talk about what happened later that evening?
Oh my God. So
Well, real quick, I just want to say so we could skip out like some of it. You missed the shittiest Mexican restaurant in Las
Oh
Vegas.
God.
Oh, not only is it the shittiest, but it's the most expensive fucking Mexican restaurant in town too.
really?
Yeah.
I mean, that shit was like 30 fucking $30
Even
to
the
$40
margaritas
a
were
plate.
bad.
Right, like the margarita wasn't even good, and it's a fucking Mexican place.
Well,
like,
hold on.
Really?
My margarita was pretty amazing.
No, ours was too. So
ours was not good.
Yeah.
The
Okay, so
strawberry-
tell me
So
how much
just
was
a
a
strawberry.
taco?
how much was my fajitas was I think like 30 or $40.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I paid them about the same for like some mahi on top of some shitty rice.
yeah,
I mean,
Duper,
it's-
that fajita place that we went to a couple months ago, that place was way better than that.
Yeah, Juan's Flaming Fajitas out
Yeah,
there
that place
in
is-
Henderson was phenomenal.
Hmm.
This place was terrible.
Sponsor us.
What else was terrible about this place is it took 2 hours to get the food.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
2 hours.
No shit.
Um,
Oh, that's what. So I didn't get to go to the dinner. My daughter wound up feeling under the weather, so I stayed back when everybody went to dinner that night. But I remember you texting me around 9:15, like, "Hey, we just got out of dinner," and I was like, "Holy shit! Like, what took so long?"
It's because they
Yeah.
forgot about us. We'll be real. The food came out cold.
But like it takes 2 hours to get the food, and then it's cold when it comes
Well,
out.
that's
like,
why
what
it's
the
because
fuck?
the dude that was doing the running and all that forgot about our table completely. So when the food finally came out, we had cold food, and
It
we're all
was pretty busy because there was at least 4 or 5 other patrons in
Yeah.
that restaurant at the
Yeah.
same time as us.
yeah. There was I think
20
three tables
minutes.
were full.
But
But
my wife got me that phenomenal cake, huh? That was
Do we have
pretty
pictures
cool.
of
oh, dude, that was a
The
good
cake
ass
was
cake.
awesome.
Yeah,
I
it
do
was
not have a
great-
picture of that.
It was a great cake, wasn't it, Greg?
I'm still contemplating driving 45
Oh.
minutes back
Oh.
to your house so I can.
Oh,
Wasn't that a great cake, Greg?
Oh, you son of a
That
bitch!
giant Deadpool
For the
cake.
listeners, Duper just pulled out.
Oh.
He just pulled the
All
cake
up
out.
in his
He's
beard
got
and
it up in his
everything.
beard. Oh, that's nasty. Do it like a wedding.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smear it. Oh,
God.
yeah.
Oh man.
That reminds me of the other time I got white stuff on your face.
Mm.
What? What? What?
Oh, man. So there's so much to talk about with the weekend, too.
There went my cake. I need to drive 45 minutes back to your house so I can get my half of the cake.
45
Yeah,
minutes.
we were gonna
That's
give
it.
you half of it.
Yeah, dude. I might go out there tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we might not be here tomorrow.
He might be in a diabetic coma.
Yeah, my wife was like, I was like, babe, we forgot the cake. And then they were like, she's like, you don't need that diabetes shit.
Dude.
It was an awkward moment too with the cake when we bring out the cake. And my wife's like, "Who wants cake?" And then like half the people at that you guys brought up were all like, "Oh, I'm diabetic. I can't eat cake."
Not me.
So after this weekend, I realized how much Greg. I never knew how much Greg loved cake.
I'll tear
He
up
was
some
like-
fucking cake.
He's
Tell you that
like
shit right
obsessed
now.
with fucking cake.
Dude.
I ate a quarter of his cake. It was like this kick-ass Deadpool cake, and I think I had like his left eye or some shit. I don't
when
fucking know.
when you were done with your quarter of the cake that night, Josh and I actually talked about it the next day too. We weren't sure if you were in a diabetic coma or if it was the liquor that was kicking in.
No, I literally woke up the next morning. I was like, man, I want some cake. Fuck! Son of a bitch. But during that time, I mean, Rick, somebody hacked your life. What happened? You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, man. I don't know. Somebody figured out how to get onto Facebook, and they posted a lot of funny stuff there. I was actually impressed with it because for whatever reason they were super respectful and made sure I wouldn't lose my job for them posting on my
Rick,
social media.
I think we might have a transition. We might have something going on here. Somebody's trying to break in.
Oh, again?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Are we getting hacked again?
Are we getting hacked right now?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh, it happened.
Uh-oh. What's going on? I
Son
don't even know
of
what
a
the fuck's
bitch.
going
It's probably
on.
the asshole that hacked me.
I don't
God damn
know
it,
what's
you
happening.
eat fucking cake, and look what happens.
Should I be transitioning for this? I'm confused.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Do the transition.
Oh, okay.
I swear to God, Duper is not changing anything about him right now.
Everybody just saw it.
Oh, fantastic.
I do not know. I don't know
Oh
what
my
is on
God.
Mexican either. I have not practiced my Russian accent for a long time. Oh, comrade.
Who is this?
All right.
Is that
Jesus
Dubinsky?
Dubinsky, yes. No, I am American like you. I do not hack. I do not steal into Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, no. So what happened, Rick? Can you tell us what Vladimir Dubinsky did over there?
I demand
trying to-
$5 million US.
Well, it was crazy because I was
$5 million.
$5 million US dollar.
I did not hack Pipeline. I did not hack. I hacked Pipeline. I learned I can get $5 million, and now I hack your Facebook because you're richer than Colonial Pipeline.
Dude,
You
this
have lots
Vladimir
of money.
Dubinsky has more accents than a British actor. I'll tell you that right now.
It's changed quite a few times.
Good, Mike.
I want to hear some Italian now.
start fucking with their hands.
Bulani.
I need the $5 million.
I'm trying to find it right now.
The $5 million?
No, I'm trying to find what
What
I
penis
said
man
on my Facebook while I was sleeping.
Oh.
Yeah, Josh, you documented that evidence, didn't you? Because you wanted to make sure that Rick was okay. Do you want to
don't
share some of
worry.
that?
I did put it in my my archive. Oh, there it is. The first one I have is up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select, start. That's how Biden won the election.
Finally reveals it.
I don't know who came up with that, but that was pretty genius. I will fucking say that.
That one was,
that was me.
phenomenal.
I was proud of myself on that one.
You fucking liar!
Oh, okay. No, you did all the other ones. You said.
Okay,
Oh wait, no,
okay,
you didn't.
this is-
What?
This is hilarious because the night of, we're all going back and forth, and we're like, dude, okay, we're in this together, okay? We are all one. Like, we will not fall. We do not give up who it was, right? We go
Yeah.
as one. And here today, fucking everybody's trying to take credit for everything. Exactly the opposite of what we discussed. Like, everybody's like, no, that shit was funny. That was me.
Well, I didn't write it, so I can't take credit for it.
Well, I
I'm
will
not taking any
say,
credit, dude. I got you.
I just wanted
I
the
will
credit for
say,
it because I said
Rick,
it.
I had nothing to do with it. I'll just tell
I
you.
thought
that
it was
right now.
hilarious. And so who did this one? That reminds me of a Josh thing.
I
Where it's
can't
just like,
What's
I
that one?
can't
say?
read
I
that.
can't read it.
It's all blurry.
What does it say?
What's
it's just a bunch of letters like somebody just punched on the keyboard.
Somebody who ate a lot of cake might have done that one.
It was not me.
This is the
Okay.
greatest podcast ever. Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Duper. Definitely duper.
Oh wait! The Ryan Tarnoff, Preston
Yeah.
White. You guys will never live up to the Take Warning podcast. I think we need to take a break. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. We are still the fucking champions.
You did that one too.
Oh God.
I mean,
Oh, man.
maybe. I don't know.
All right, so can someone help me with WWG1 WGA? What the fuck does that mean?
That's where we go. Where we go one, we go all. It's a QAnon thing. I thought you would like that.
I don't know what that is.
You did write the storm is coming or the rain is coming.
Yeah, he
Bullshit
did
like
put
that.
something, and then Greg said something about QAnon on there too.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. One of my
Super
favorites
made me
was-
do this. Super MAGA Brothers, MAGA Man.
I like this one. This is one of my favorites right here. Is Preston White. I
Wait.
love your facial hair.
How did you break my computer, Lee?
How did I do what?
How did you break my computer?
What do you mean? How did I break your computer?
Lee Goldman was the one who broke your computer. You got ratted out on the Facebook post.
What?
What'd you break, Lee?
I really wish
Well,
Jose
let's
Rodriguez
ask
and
Drunk
I
Greg.
had a chance to connect. Stupid Karens.
I've never met a pair of balls I didn't like.
That's not true.
Oh, you know what he did?
Yeah, I like how you tied two things in here. I am the greatest Doge ball player ever.
Dustin Duper's always right. I mean, that was just factual.
Yeah, Greg McIntyre is the greatest friend I've ever known. He has been so great to me. I love him. Doge for Liff.
Yeah.
Because you guys were spelling great.
Dude,
Hey,
it was late.
some of that was intentional, okay? Like Doge.
And it obviously wasn't us. I mean, it was
Yeah,
that
not
Russian
at
guy.
all.
Yeah,
I
the
just
best
don't
one,
want to
hold on. Best one is leave it alone. Stop it. HMAC.
I used to date a Karen.
Something about Lee
Like-
drinking warm beer.
Yeah. I don't understand where that came from.
Went to Vegas and forgot my chapstick. Hashtag worst mistake ever. So yeah, I got hacked. That's basically what happened there.
Yep.
I also had a letter here, but I'm not going to bring it up tonight. I actually need to have a talk with these guys. But there was a letter left on my my laptop, and it was something we're going to have a discussion with our other podcast. Lee, get ready to cue it up. Take warning, all things sports.
Yeah, you should tell me that beforehand.
Yeah, like that's not.
Hey,
Well, hey, Rick, while Lee's doing it, tell me about
Uh,
the picture on your
No, it's
background.
already up. We're talking about twats right now.
yeah.
Because apparently tomorrow
Sorry.
I have another thing to host.
Yeah. Apparently tomorrow I'm totally confused. You
Hey, Lee,
volunteered.
hey, Lee. At least
Yeah.
you got invited.
No. I'm not partaking in this podcast.
Anyways, we're going live tomorrow night, guys, just for a special show because we're going to do the hockey preview finally.
Yeah.
Duper got whatever he needed, his props that he needed that delayed us a week, and we're ready to go. I
Hey,
hope
Rick,
they're ready.
Rick, someone changed your desktop background too, didn't they?
Yeah,
Tell me about that.
I got my my boy Donald Trump on there. He's looking right at me. He's doing the "I want you," but his hands are really greasy from whatever he was eating.
McDonald's.
very
It's definitely
interesting.
McDonald's.
Like, why are his hands so shiny in the picture? I noticed this. I'll send you the picture, but I mean, like, what? Why are they so greasy? Like, you're in public, man. Like, God. Yeah. So that was that. Oh, and then we didn't even talk about the Airbnb. How did everybody like the Airbnb?
What is
was
there to
the
talk about?
Airbnb, Lee?
It was amazing.
It was a really nice house on the inside. So I got there before the rest of the group. I came out earlier with my wife and my daughter. So we're pulling up and I'm like, oh yeah, it's like North Vegas. This might not be the best, but we'll see what happens. And we get off the freeway and we pull up and we're going down the street and it's 2 streets up. And the first street, it's just normal Vegas, very nice. I'm like, oh, okay, it's cool. The second street, which we wound up turning into, looks like Compton. And like Compton in 1993. It was interesting. So we pull up, and there's these huge bars on the gates. Duper's
Of
still
every
eating
house.
his cake. Like literally every fucking house. The next door neighbors had this giant pink dumpster. Apparently they were cleaning out their house and moving or doing something, but they were angry as fuck. And like you just see all of us pull up, and we were not supposed to be in that neighborhood. So they stared us all down awkwardly the first day. It was
Oh.
fun though. We slept in the hood.
They weren't staring at us because they didn't like us. They were staring at us, waiting to see when we were going to leave because you yelled the door code to the entire fucking neighborhood.
Hey, guess what? I only said 2 numbers. I didn't say all
No,
4.
You said the whole
you
thing,
said
buddy.
the entire thing.
We all heard it.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah.
If there's one thing we've learned this weekend, Rick is terrible with passwords.
Oh yes.
Never give him a password.
Yeah.
It's not like we
Yeah.
got, like we didn't like accidentally fall into the Facebook thing, right? We had to actually put in a password to sign into his laptop to get into
True.
Facebook.
It's true.
Like his password was basically password 1. I mean, it was not.
Yeah.
Like I
It was
remember a
actually-
few months
it was
ago when
actually
we first started this
password.
podcast. Like we made fun of Donald Trump for it being like MAGA 2020 or some shit. Dude, literally, your password is that simple. You are Donald Trump.
If
Like,
it makes you feel any better, I changed my password.
No.
from what? What was it before? 1?
Holy shit. All right, are we
Dude.
going to get to the show? We've talked so
Dude.
much about this.
Trump's password was actually had a higher security protection level than fucking Rick's.
It probably had a hashtag on it.
Personal laptop.
Oh,
You guys
man.
got off my laptop. That's not supposed to be hard, man. That's my laptop.
It's not supposed to be hard.
Mm,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what she said.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we talking about next? Are we talking about Elon?
Yeah, let's go.
Are you ready, Dupe? Can we
Yeah,
do Elon?
dude, we can talk about Elon. We got
Oh, yeah. Elon.
Wait, are you recording this right now?
I like his This is Elon's Musk.
This is some weird shit.
I love that intro. We gotta get that on a CD. Greg, we're gonna put that on a CD. You and me, we're gonna burn that shit, and we're just gonna be on the strip handing that shit out to random people. Hey man, hey, check out my LP. Check out my LP, man. You'll want to check this shit out. Elon's enlightening. So, Musk tweets Tesla's self-driving robot could take a couple of months. Stock falls, and then Goldman Sachs director reportedly quits after striking it rich in Dogecoin. That's it. Nothing too exciting.
That's
Dude,
it for
there
Elon's
was
part?
Wait, what are you talking about? He just got rid of Bitcoin for Tesla, right? Selling.
He did.
He
He's
won't
not
use
using
it.
Bitcoin for.
Huh.
But
dude, no. What
Yeah,
about
what?
the one story I sent you with the dude in like Silicon Valley or San Francisco, whatever, who got caught, being in the backseat of his car while his car was on autopilot, and then they impounded his car, and then he bought another one, and then he got caught again. And then he was like, yeah, fuck it. They can just keep catching me. I have enough money. I'm rich. I'll just buy another Tesla.
When
So,
you said-
Rick, why were
when
you
were
doing
talking
that?
about getting caught- when you were talking about
I
getting
don't
caught in the back seat with something, I thought you were going somewhere else.
No, I sent
so-
you that story like a week ago, and you like,
Did we read it? I didn't read it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Dude, usually my weekend is my show prep, and now it's kind of fucked up this week. Let's just.
Oh, yeah,
let's just be
sorry.
clear.
That's my fault. Golf took a lot out of you.
And
cake.
coming in second
Cake.
place was tough, man. It was tough.
Cake.
One, two,
Yeah,
one,
I'm a
two,
little
fine.
pissed off that Greg took first in everything we did. Except for one, which I think Rick will always claim that one, right?
So yeah, he is dropping Bitcoin from being able to be used to buy Teslas as well. because the data mining is too energy intensive. Josh,
Yeah,
what do
it's
you think about energy?
not carbon neutral.
Do you know what data mining is? Tell me.
When you mine data.
Hmm. So, are the 7 dwarves involved in this or no?
Yes.
Hi ho.
Only 4 of them.
Only 4 of them. The other 3
Sleep.
died of diabetes.
Sleepy sleeping.
Sleepy sleeping.
So this is
Grumpy's Rick.
This is what we're talking about.
All right. So okay.
Rick, you got anything on this, buddy?
No.
No. The amount of energy that this shit takes to mine fake fucking imaginary data money is insane, right? Like, so Lee actually knows about this quite a bit, right?
Nope.
The amount of data servers you have to buy.
It's so a lot of people do it because it's not the data server. What they do is they take like mining GPUs, like the graphics cards for computers, and they'll build a rig where they have 10 to 15 graphics cards in one rig, and they'll
Every
have
time you
multiple
say
rigs.
rig, I think of Optimus Prime.
Oh, dude, I wish I had
Transformers
this soundbite
roll
right
out.
now. Do you have an Optimus Prime soundbite, Rick? Or
It's
should I have told you this
Autobots
beforehand?
roll out.
Yeah, you should have told me that before.
Oh, okay, cool.
So what I got from this whole story, he's obviously it feels like he's positioning Doge, what he's really invested in, to take a good sizable piece of the market from Bitcoin. That's what it feels like to me.
Not at all, because that's not possible. Dogecoin doesn't have a cap.
It'll be possible if they cap it, though.
But that's the reason why Bitcoin is so valuable, is that you can't just go in and start changing.
Bitcoin's
shit,
also
right?
dropped like what $20,000 over the last couple of days.
Has it? Oh, I'm gonna get back in
Yeah.
there then.
So what is cryptocurrency?
Yep.
So the problem with Dogecoin is that we know exactly who made it, we know exactly how to change it, and so it's very volatile where you can just do whatever the fuck you want with it. I think Elon's just trolling us all. I think he's at the point where he's just he knows he can control the market on this, and he's fucking with us.
He could troll all he wants. The second it hits $1.50, I'm out, and then he can make everyone lose whatever they want to lose.
I'm out when it's at 30 grand.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. That's impossible.
But you said he could catch Bitcoin. Bitcoin's at 30 grand.
No. I said that Dogecoin could hit maybe $10 max, and that's.
And
if
I'm saying
people
that
are
it'll
lucky.
take a chunk of it. I don't think it's going to take over for Bitcoin, but it will. He's trying to bite it into the market, right? He's just going to get his market share out of it. That's
I
what
think
he's
he
looking
just finds that shit
It,
funny.
it,
I think
it won't even be able to take a chunk of Bitcoin. It can never get that high. If it goes over $10, we're putting countries out of their seats now. You can't be worth more than a country in itself. It's a whole thing.
I mean,
I'll post
Rick
it.
can.
You can see it.
So is
beer me.
there Bitcoin on the moon?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
You
You know,
know,
it's
it's
funny.
funny.
So we were in Vegas, right? And we went into this, like, we just ran in to get food, right? The first night, and we're in this gas station. And there's a fucking Bitcoin ATM. I've never seen that before in my life.
Yeah.
Didn't even know those existed.
You probably could have gotten your
That's cool.
Doge out of there too.
No shit.
Yeah.
So you get a dog out of there?
Yep.
Whatever kind you
Those
like.
ATMs have Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Doge now. It's crazy.
What are
It's
you
awesome.
talking about? You're not even speaking English.
Oh, Greg.
Josh, can you enlighten us to this whole investing thing?
Oh yeah, he knows. He's born with the gene.
I am.
Is he more Jewish than me? Is that what we keep talking about all weekend now?
He's got the beard. Yeah, the
Oh,
beard
oh, oh.
automatically makes
Yeah.
him much
We still
more.
need the Shylocks for Israel, though.
No, those are literally Shylocks that he just let overgrow.
Yeah,
That's all.
Where,
they are.
where are yours at, Lee?
I'm not growing that shit.
You hate Israel.
Yep.
Hey, you know what? I will say too.
Damn. Lee might as well be part of the squad at this point.
I'm
What's
pushing
the
in.
squad?
Gregory?
The people pushing in from the Western Bank. That's the squad.
Oh, I was just
Hey,
gonna say, to completely change the subject, that Josh, your beard is much more epic and handsomer and fuller and a greater, smoother feeling experience in person. Like, you see it on the telly, right? You see it on the YouTubes, all right, and you're like, damn, that's a fantastic fucking beard. And then when you see this guy, when you get within 3 feet of him for social distancing parameters, and you just fucking look at that thing and you want to touch it, man, that's a good feeling right there. That put me in my happy place. Keep it
Yeah.
up, man.
Yeah.
Very few things in life make me happy like Josh's beard does.
And cake.
Since we're
Thank
talking
you.
about the Jews, do we want to talk about Israel and Gaza?
Yeah,
Yeah, we can move out
why
of
not?
Elon.
Let's do it.
I feel like we're done with Elon.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's not much for Elon this week that anybody wants to talk about.
Yeah.
We're all kind of
we
burnt out. I'm not going to lie to everybody that's listening. If the energy's low, we had a long fucking weekend.
Oh, and it's gonna be like this for a few weeks, everybody. So buckle
Rick,
up.
you were in bed at 10 o'clock. We were up to like 4.
I shit my brains out after everything we ate
Yeah.
during the day.
I cleaned.
And he sent us
I cleaned
text
after you.
messages
It
of
was
it.
gross.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
I am
like-
still very tired today.
And Rick
Yeah.
didn't have a bidet, so he didn't fucking use toilet paper because he's not used to that feeling. So
Yeah, I had to go buy a bunch of carbonated seltzer water just to kind of shake up and spray at my asshole. It didn't work.
Did they have a lot of texture to them?
A lot of texture, Josh.
So do we have updated death tolls for that or no? just more than 200?
Currently, I have 200, more than 200 dead
So
in
more
Gaza
than-
and Israel.
More than 200 are dead in Israel
Yeah,
and
there's
Gaza.
more
As the
than one or
fighting
two
is quickly
people.
escalating. It just keeps escalating. What do you guys think is going to happen there?
Hey, Biden came out and strongly said something today.
Did he? Did he?
What did he
What
say?
did he say?
What did he say?
Biden strongly said something. That's the headline. Biden was upset. Like when Trump was upset, they would run Trump saying like, "I'm gonna fucking go over there and kick him in the ass myself."
Because what he's saying is, I would like a ceasefire. Like, and everybody's like, "Oh God, report it." But yeah, Trump would literally be like, "I am gonna stick my dick in your ear."
Right? Oh, I'm gonna grab him by the cooch. I'm gonna fucking tell him to calm the fuck down.
He
Yeah,
expressed
so-
his support for a ceasefire in a call with the Israeli prime minister.
And then he went back to
Oh,
his
so
nap.
so he wants Israel to ceasefire.
Yeah. Do you think he's gonna
Well,
call
he-
Israel? You think he's gonna call him and be like, "Hey, bomb him more, dude. I mean, don't fucking stop now. Like, don't stop.
I mean,
don't stop."
at this
Keep it- keep
this
it-
point, they're fighting the terrorist organization Hamas, right? He's going to tell Israel to back down. That makes perfect
Well,
sense.
there's a
Depends
lot
on
of
who
there's a
you're
lot of
talking to.
Palestinians that are losing their lives that are not Hamas.
Well, those are the ones that are being reported, anyways.
Correct.
it's
I'm sure
gonna-
they're getting a lot
So-
of Hamas. I hope they are because they're a fucking
Well, I mean,
terrorist organization.
like the
but-
Israelis will come out and say, no, we actually killed 15 Hamas people in this attack, but then Palestine will come out and say, no, you killed 17 civilians. So it's kind of which one is it?
Well, I think it's whatever can be independently verified, and I know that they.
Oh, you're not gonna get it in the.
Yeah,
They got
there's
a
gonna
lot
be
of
no independent
verifications.
verifications.
I don't think a baby is Hamas. I would say, and
Dude,
there have
the
been
fucking-
several babies that have been
Okay,
killed.
so here's one thing that you might not understand is like Hamas actually can also have families, right? Like they're not just like an independent gay.
So
group
do you think
runs
that they're
around
like
without children?
because they're like 9 months old? They're like, death to Israel. Like
No,
Well,
that's not the
it's-
point he was making.
It's not easy, man. It's
No,
not
I
easy
get what you're
because,
saying.
Like they hide behind the children. That's the problem here, Rick. Is that they don't have any value for human life. Like it's not like the Civil War where they're gonna line up on two sides and then fucking be like, let's battle this shit out. I mean, those days are over, man. The war is ugly, and there's gonna be innocence. Greg, you're my foreign correspondent. What do you think, buddy?
I purposely did not want to talk about this because I might offend some, but war is just horrendous, and
Hey,
we
time
gotta.
out.
What?
The show is called Take Warning. Say what you gotta say.
But I don't think our audience wants
yeah,
us
usually
to
it's
talk
take
about
warning and be
Israel and
funny.
Palestine,
Yeah,
right?
usually it's take warning and be funny.
Well, we don't have to talk about it. I think it's something that a lot of people are touching on, and we should get with it.
So I don't
Especially
think
since we've
anybody
talked
should
about it so much.
automatically back Israel just because they're fucking Israel. All right, like Israel's a nation just like America that has done a lot of wrong fucking things too, man. Like you just don't
Hold on.
blindly fucking fire
Greg,
rockets.
hold on.
out-
I'm shipping my Russian hat to you right now, so hold on. It'll be there in a couple minutes.
I wish I had a real Russian hat, right? No, so but there's the show is not long enough for me to discuss like I did in 8,000 text messages.
I mean, it
to
can
you
be.
guys the historical context of where this conflict began and why it began and why it is still continuing to go on to this day. Contrary to popular belief, it hasn't been since biblical times. It's a lot sooner than that. Both sides have led up to each other's conflicts and each other's battles, and it's not just them; it's the entire fucking region. We have other Arab and Middle Eastern countries like Egypt, Iran, other actors that have supported Palestine and the West Bank and Hamas and the PLO, and the list goes on and on and on and on, right? So I think we need to fucking figure out why the fuck are they doing this, right? I mean, you talk about Israel's killing kids and stuff like that. Well, Hamas is also firing fucking rockets. They're not as guided as Israel's, because Israel probably has a more advanced military than we do, or it's at least on par with it.
No, it's not.
So unlike Palestine
not
or
on par with
Hamas,
ours.
it just shoots rockets and hopes for the fucking best. Israel knows what they're shooting and what they're
Well,
hitting.
and they have the Iron Dome too,
Yeah.
which is
And-
saving thousands and countless numbers of lives because of the Iron Dome.
Now, dude, you were actually the one that told me too, though, that right, like Israel's saying, "Hey, we're going to go after this target." I suggest if you
Yes.
have civilians in the area, you should move them.
Well, with the big building that's getting a lot of attention right now, I was housing Al Jazeera and AP.
Yeah,
They called them and they said, "Okay, evacuate the building." And I think it was the day before. Like they had plenty of time because there was actually people that lived in that building too.
They got 12 hours. That was what was reported.
But
12
yeah,
hours.
it was a tremendous amount of time to get out of that building.
Yeah,
It
that's
wasn't
more
like
than
you
enough.
got 15 minutes and get the fuck out. It was 12 hours. You know, we're gonna bomb this shit and it's gonna come down, dude. I mean, I don't know how much more fair and honest that you can be when you're bombing a building.
well, and see that kind of stuff just proves they're not blindly just firing, like
I
you
don't-
stated, Greg.
I don't
They're
believe
not just
that.
blindly
No,
firing.
I-
And the
I
reality
don't know.
is,
I didn't say they were blindly firing. I said if you compared
did, though.
Hamas
I'll replay it right
missiles
now.
versus Israeli missiles, Hamas, their missiles aren't as advanced. It's kind of like, dude, when me and you were in Iraq, right? And we get mortar rounds. How many of those motherfucking mortar rounds were ever accurate? They weren't. They just saw a target, they fucking shot, and then that was that. That's a lot of what's going on here. It's not like Hamas has fucking precision laser guided fucking
well, you
rockets
don't, you don't
or
know
missiles
those. I mean,
from
they are
drones.
backed from Iran and Russia, dude.
Iran
You know,
doesn't even
they-
have that level of stuff.
Yeah,
No,
they do. We
they
helped
don't.
them. We helped them get it.
Yeah, you're
Not
you're grossly
compared to the
underestimating.
Israeli Defense Force. No, they don't.
Mm.
You know,
I don't know.
Israel is they spend the highest per capita, or they're either highest or second to highest with us in defense spending. You know, every year that's where most of their GDP goes to is their defense force. You know,
Well,
I
look at
guarantee
their
you Israel
surroundings.
has
They need
way
it. They're
more
surrounded.
advanced-
They're surrounded at almost every bank by people who want that country destroyed.
Well, it's not as easy as that, though, man. Okay, so look,
Well, I'm saying when you have countries surrounding your country that they want you wiped off the face of the earth, you wouldn't invest a majority of your
but
funding
have
into
you ever
that.
figured out why they want them removed from the face of the earth?
Because
And it's
they're
not
stingy
even
with
that.
money.
A lot of times they've just wanted to coexist.
And that's
and Israel
something
hasn't
being,
done that.
That's being
That's-
overlooked.
That's not true. That's
No.
not. Because
Because-
we talked about the peace treaty. Palestine was the country not willing to come to the table on that one, not Israel.
Which
You're
time?
talking about when,
Yeah,
Are you
but-
talking
but-
about
In the 60s, 67, I think, right? 67, 68. Palestine was the country that did not come to the table. They were
Okay.
supposed to split the country into two, and they were supposed to have independent nations, and Palestine denied.
because
So-
they, because they still want the Holy Land to be a part of Palestine, and Israel won't
Which
give that
Palestine
up.
was never actually a country.
No,
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 it's not.
they're just
but
they're
that-
just the Western Bank of Israel, which actually covers into Gaza too somehow.
Yeah.
So let me give you a theoretical, right?
Oh,
Say,
I don't like theoreticals when we're talking war.
okay. Well, there's a lot of theoreticals. It's called strategic fucking war planning.
Nope.
It happens
Nope.
all the
Don't
fucking
like it.
time. Yeah. So anyway, so what would happen?
well,
if-
listen to the guy that was in the military.
Nope.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Won't,
Like,
won't
God
do
damn
it. Won't do it.
If
So
if
what would
Israel
you do-
bombs a building in Palestine
would
and
you
there's
do-
Twinkies inside, do
Okay.
they survive?
What would you do if another nation, right, you know, just said, hey, fuck you. We're going to purposely move millions of people and you have to move off your land
The
that you've
six.
been there for
Currently-
thousands of years and you must accept it. What would you
Right.
do?
What would I
This
do?
argument is weak right now
No.
because like currently that's 6 people being displaced and that's because they are years behind their mortgage.
What?
That's part of this whole conflict right now is that
Where are you getting that information?
I'll send it to you. There's there were 6 families that were displaced from default mortgages, and Palestine feels like it's a apartheid state, and they're just trying to cleanse them and move them out. So there's a big conflict around that. There was the conflict within the holy site itself, where Palestine saying that they weren't allowing some of their people into the holy site, and then Israel saying that there was terrorists threats being made, and so that was the reason for the enhanced security. And then there was also a delayed election. So those are the three big things that led up to this conflict today.
Okay, but you
So-
didn't answer my question though.
What is
So, what would you do, Duper, if another nation came today and said, "Hey, Duper, move out of your house now.
Mhm.
We're gonna go put you fucking somewhere else that has absolutely no natural resources or anywhere for you to survive, and you got to live with it."
Well, hold on.
And if you don't, because that, I'm just
Well,
answer my question.
I know you're-
Would you not? Would
This is
you
an easy
not
one.
be
This is an
pissed
easy one,
off?
Greg. No, this is an easy one. What group?
You
of
wouldn't be
people
pissed off.
What group of people has that not happened to?
I'm just.
Name
Well,
a group of people that's not
yeah.
happened to from the beginning of time until now that they've been able to just settle on their land and they've been good. It's not happened. Everybody's been displaced, man. Everybody's been displaced. We can all make that same argument.
So we should just like take it in the ass. Is that what you're saying?
No,
because
we're-
everybody
we're-
else
we're
has
at a
been
point
displaced.
within
I shouldn't
civilized-
push back.
There's a point in this society, in this world, where we need to all just put down the guns and start the fucking talk.
And
right?
that's
Like,
the
and that's
point
the
that-
problem. is
That's the
nobody's
point
willing
that
to
I'm
fucking talk.
eventually trying to get at. Is how would
That's
you
a very-
feel like that?
Yeah.
And then what I was going to say, but you guys kept deflecting and not answering my fucking
I wasn't
question.
deflecting. I was trying.
Is
I was
the
trying to.
answer
I
you
was,
didn't. You talked about fucking default mortgages. What the fuck is that shit?
What question
So
did I not
fucking-
answer? Come
what
at
I
me.
was
Come at me,
saying is
Palestine.
you've had this pent up for fucking decades, if not, longer than that. And
1960.
because both sides have not ultimately had their troubles or whatever resolved, that's where we're at now.
You know what they
right?
need? You know what they fucking need over there? Life coaches. That shit would fix everything. Just a bunch of dudes from LA to go out there and just tell them how to buy shit.
So,
points?
dude, just to point out, like you talked about 6 people being displaced. What about when they occupied the entire East Bank, and that's what Greg's getting at. In the 60s, they Israel invaded, right? And they actually took it over. They took over the East Bank.
2 generations ago, right?
And those families are all now still living on that shitty piece of Gaza Strip with no natural resources.
Okay, so we're
They're
talking about
dependent of
we're
a
talking about
country
the Middle
that
East,
doesn't
right? We're
want
talking
them
about the
there.
Middle East, right? We're talking about
Right?
the Middle East, right? How much of the Middle East is Jewish?
So what does that
No,
justify?
no. Because we're talking about being displaced, right? So how much of that area is Jewish versus how much is Muslim? There is many more places for a Muslim people to go than there is for the Jewish people to go. If you
But
get
that's also
displaced
their
as a
holy
Jewish person,
site,
there is
Cooper.
nowhere for you to go. No,
So-
and that's the problem. Is that is, and we've talked about this offline, right? Is I believe it should be more like the Vatican, right, where it's not a nation. It shouldn't be under control from any one sovereign nation. I think it should be. I mean, ideally, just a place that we could all go to and we could all just worship there. But too many politics, too much religion involved.
But the Vatican is only focused on one tenet
Right? Yeah, it's.
of
I understand
Christianity.
it's a lot more
It's not.
complicated.
It's not Christianity,
Yeah.
Judaism,
Right.
and
I get that.
Islam.
But I don't think.
It-
But the
it's-
problem. What I'm saying, Greg, is that it shouldn't be owned by the Jews or by the Muslims or by the Christians. It should just be a holy site, and that's it.
and then
just
they can all
be
use
that.
it for what they want to do for their
And-
religion, right?
And
Yeah.
everybody uses it for your own personal needs and loves and whatever you want, right? That's what it should be.
So how
as
do you
opposed
get-
to this battle royale from the Muslim and the Jewish camps over there that keep fighting over it? Because you know what's terrifying? This place is
But-
gonna get fucking bombed one day, and
So-
then they're all gonna be fucking mad.
What do you? So I agree with you, right? But how do you get both sects of people to come to that, or actually all three?
Life
every
coaching.
single except for Buddhism and Hinduism, are in that area, right? In that region. So how do you get all those sects of people to agree to do that?
Dude, we can't fix our own shit here in the United States, and it's not
Yeah.
even nearly as
And
complicated.
that's
as
the
that.
problem, right? Like we want to talk shit about it, but then America don't really know what's going on because we don't
Well,
live
who
there.
does?
We're
Who
not.
does?
No,
you know.
they've proven their stance. They built the helped develop the Iron Dome with what country was it that helped them with that?
We
I don't
did.
remember.
We did.
We
Barack
did it with
Obama.
somebody else.
Barack
Well,
We did it with
Obama.
another country too. Either way, you can see where our stance is, where they're saying, okay, well, we're just going to lean towards Israel and we're going to help there, rather than find that middle ground. If we're going to be in there as some kind of diplomat, I don't know.
Well, we
Diplomacy
were
is
kind
really
of
hard
we
to
were
do
kind of
when
fucked
we're-
off during that session that you're talking about because we may have helped fund the Iron Dome, but at the same time we were also funding Iran.
You're correct.
It was
Correct,
it was a
which
really
then funded
really
Hamas.
weird situation. So I don't understand how we were dipping in both.
That's what
Oh,
we do.
dude, the CIA
No,
gets
Lee,
their
come on,
fucking
you know how
shit
to dip
everywhere.
into everything. What are you talking
I
about?
know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Anybody should know that coming into everything is you.
17 kids later.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
But I don't know,
I-
and that's why I didn't really want to talk about it, right? Like, yes, it is sad, it is fucking tragic. Anytime there's war and people die and fucking children die, it's fucking tragic, right? And it's just a resolution. But what is that resolution going to be, right? I don't think I'm so quick to say this is going to lead to World War III, even though there are some really big international implications from this conflict that can occur. And don't forget, Syria is fucking up north, and they still haven't figured their fucking shit out. So you add them into the mix as well, and it can get very ugly very fast. But I don't know, man. I just hope and pray that those guys can come together. I don't care what fucking side does it, right? I want a resolution to be had, right? I'm not pro-Israel. I'm not pro-Palestine. I'm just pro recognizing what the fuck is going on and hoping for the best.
Wasn't Trump close in talks with all those countries over there?
He sent Jared Kushner.
Did he? But weren't we?
Yeah.
But wasn't the U.S. aiding in them, kind of slowing this down for a minute?
Where are we at though?
If I'm being honest,
Where we're
about
at right now,
yeah.
though.
So over the summer, there's some treaties and things and some peace discussed in the Middle East, which is nice. But historically, it happens. I mean, they sign these treaties, and then a year later, they're all fucking choking one another again.
Yeah.
So to be fair to Biden, I mean, it's an international war, right? So how much would Trump versus the Biden administration really matter in this situation? I couldn't
Nope.
say.
I don't think it matters. I don't think that we have a stake in this. We can only stand by. We definitely should not be taking a side. That's my big thing.
I don't know if
And,
we shouldn't be taking a side. I mean, because so Hamas is not Palestine, right? That's what we have to consider here. Is that Hamas has been a terrorist organization in the past? That'd be like not taking a side between Al Qaeda and the United States.
See, and
Well, and
sorry, that was
you've got to look at it. Sorry, you go first.
okay.
I'm gonna let you up 1-0.
Just hold on to what you were going to say. That was one of the points I was making this weekend. Actually, was that people are focused on the Palestinian-Israeli war and all that kind of stuff, but right now it's actually not a part of that. Right now, it was a terrorist organization that reached out and hit Israel first. So
It's a splinter of
it's
it.
a splinter, but it's a terrorist organization that's doing all the damage right now, and Israel's.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. But what the problem is that they're taking a bigger situation, 100-year, essentially about 100-year-old conflict, and you've got these instigators who are Hamas that are preventing anything. They're inciting violence as well as Israel. But unfortunately, it's a representation of Palestine, much like the QAnon bullshit or the nonsense you see on social media in America.
Whoa! When did you jump from the QAnon shit?
Yeah,
You
how
were
did
just posting all
QAnon show
kinds
up?
of shit this weekend?
You know what, dude? I had a realization on the car ride home, and apparently I'm not going with Q anymore. I'm going to jump on to T.
See?
You'll see more about them. Enjoy the show or whatever. So that's that. But no, I'm serious. Like they are just as bad of an instigator as the fucking Russian hackers that got into our shit, or these other cells that are there creating these problems. Unfortunately, when you have something like this, it is representative of Palestine. So you're looking at a Israel versus Palestine situation, because what is Palestine going to do to get rid of Hamas? They can't. Like there's no way for them to clear out Hamas. I mean, that's a solution right there. How do you get rid of Hamas so that it is just Palestine and Israel?
Does Palestine want Hamas gone?
Right now, they're the only thing protecting them. That's the only strength they have. They can't get rid of them.
Iran's funding them, but dude, we weren't able to get rid of our splinter. I mean, our terrorist organizations. It's tough, man. It's tough when they go underground the way that they do.
Mm-hmm.
This is a funny show.
Speaking of trying to escape stuff,
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, guys.
we did beat an escape room
Totally
this
killed
weekend.
the last 20 minutes of the show.
No, we're going.
talk about a serious
Shut
topic.
up! We're going back to this weekend. You guys ready? I'm going to show the world about how we beat an escape room. Rick, you want to talk about that and how you yelled at me?
Well, you yelled at me.
No, you.
That's where he goes with that.
God,
That's so
look at
funny.
that. That's us.
Look at
That's
it.
us. After
We
beating
all
the escape
yelled
room.
at each other.
We
It was
all
fun,
no,
No, we
we
didn't.
didn't. We all
No,
worked
one
cordially.
person
You
yelled at
screamed
one
at
other
me.
person.
Bullshit.
I like how you're saying we didn't yell at each other, but you're all yelling now.
Yeah, no, but during the escape room, we were all very peaceful. Besides,
We
Rick,
were.
who was a
It's
fucking
been
tyrant.
Bullshit.
Look at that. You
It's
see
been
that, guys?
25
That's a group of winners. Sorry, Josh, I cut you off totally.
No,
I was there
I'm
for
done.
moral support.
I'm done.
No, I spent all weekend with you. I'm sorry I cut you off. Keep talking.
No, it was great because like one guy would figure out one crazy little thing, right? Like what Jason with the numbers, and then
Yeah.
Josh, like it was like a trickle down. Like Lee was looking at a map. I went into another room and there's like 8 beer bottles there, and I'm like, oh shit, there might be a correlation. And so what Lee was trying to figure out correlated to what I was trying to figure out. I got it down to like a certain
No.
And then Josh came over and he's like, hey,
No.
it's the alcohol content. That's the code. And I
No,
was like,
came
oh
up
my
with
god.
that. Don't give him my credit.
Yes.
Oh, was that Duper?
Yeah, of course.
Josh, dude, I
explained
was
this
trying to
multiple
give you
times.
credit, man. You were a very smart man.
Josh, stop talking because I cut him off.
Oh, well, Josh was a very smart man.
Josh has a TV remote.
Josh is now on the TV.
The
Thanks,
escape room
Josh.
was a ton of fun.
Josh,
man.
buddy.
That was
what
a
do you
good
guys-
time.
Josh.
So I got another serious
What the hell?
topic.
What the hell?
That was a
going on
fork.
over there?
That was a fork that was thrown across the living room like a madman.
Is that Hell's Kitchen? In
That
your
is
fucking
that is
house?
Hell's
What?
Kitchen going on. Monica Goldman just got super pissed off at the cook because he couldn't cook right, and she threw the fucking fork at his face.
You fucking donkey!
Yep.
Rick, what do
Dude,
you,
wanna
what do
talk
you
about
make of
anything
this Melinda Gates meeting with divorce lawyers in 2019? Because she was concerned about his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Have you heard about this?
I heard more about his affair. His like 2-year affair.
He had a
Bill
2-year
Gates.
affair.
Yeah, he had a 2-year affair with a staffer at his company.
A 2-year
that's-
affair?
That was it was part of the reason why
Jeez.
he had to step down from leadership.
Oh, okay.
That was all over the news this weekend.
I didn't think he
Yeah,
was.
I've just been hearing the Epstein side of it. So apparently, Melinda was very upset that he was having quite a few trips out there to New York City to visit his penthouse out there.
Oh.
Who? Bill?
Yeah,
Billy?
Bill Gates, man. Bill
Billy
Gates.
Bob?
They're making the allegation right now that Bill Gates was just trying to, reach out to whatever contacts that Epstein had. That's the connection currently. But there's a lot of people very, very interested as to actually what those trips were.
Mm.
I'm sure.
Have
She,
you been-
I'm sure she never took a single trip in her life.
Must be the
To
microchips.
Epstein Island, or there's been no allegations of him going to Epstein Island.
No,
Just to the
no. I
penthouse.
just meant like her taking any trips to see some little boys in the set or something. Not little boys.
Why
just
does it have
men.
to be little boys?
Why,
What if it's just a
why do
bunch
you
of men?
assume?
I
everybody
changed it
does
from
that?
little boys to men. Why do I
What if it
assume
was
everyone
just
does that?
15 giant cocks?
They are
That's
super
what she
rich
went to go
people,
find.
and if he was
You know,
disappearing to have an affair, you're gonna tell me the pool boy wasn't handling her at home.
I'm sorry,
I'm-
you had me at Boys to Men.
You know what I'm realizing is
Do you
that
think? Do you think that Melinda paid for a little bit of that funky Philharmonic?
she
You know
did.
what I'm saying?
I think she did.
I'm
Give me
starting to
the
realize
boys to
like
men.
every rich person out there has some kind of connection to Jeffrey Epstein.
Brick.
Rick, when are your connections coming out?
I have no comment.
Oh man.
You'll have to talk to my lawyer if you have any questions about that.
Yep.
I plead the
Oh,
fifth.
man.
I plead the
1, 2,
fifth.
3, bam!
And
All right, you guys want to do a COVID corner? Hit it.
Yeah, we got to do
oh
a
yeah,
COVID corner.
yeah.
Oh, I
Lee,
love
are you
COVID
ready
corner.
for it?
I'm
Or
ready for
do we
COVID
do-
corner. So is my sister in
Okay,
the freezer.
It's a beautiful day in the COVID hood. Beautiful day in COVID. Won't you be mine? It's a beautiful
I like that
day in the
addition.
COVID hood. Beautiful day in COVID. Won't you be mine? COVID corner.
All right,
We need to put that on our CD too.
Oh, it's going on there.
Can it be a bonus track or something?
Oh yeah, you can be a bonus track.
Where like the
Ooh.
last song plays and you gotta wait like 3 minutes before it starts playing. It's like, oh yeah, there's COVID corner.
That's
We have
gonna be
Sharpie
pretty.
markers says take warning tracks, but in X.
No, it's gotta be duh mix. DA. Duh take warning mix.
Oh, dude, we could go totally 90s on it. All right, so people vaccinated against COVID-19 can go outside now without a mask. You can go indoors without a mask. Trader Joe's, Walmart, CVS, Costco, they dropped mask mandates for fully vaccinated customers.
Oh.
A lot of people were pissed off about it. A lot of people were happy about it. Rick, you've been Mr. Pro Mask. How you feel, buddy?
Still wearing a mask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're
Guys-
not.
Oh no, I
let,
can
let
actually
him fucking tell his lie.
let me explain what happened today. It was actually kind of funny. So this is the first day since this announcement, right? We come back to work today, and I immediately start getting phone calls. Hey, we have people coming in our office, not wearing masks, and they're like, they've been around, but they were talking so much shit about, I'll never get a vaccine. This is a fucking microchip, 5G, da 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 da.
People at your
And they
work
come-
believe in the microchip.
Oh, very much so in this area. So
No, in
these
your work
same
or in your
people-
area? In your work?
Oh,
or
literally. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
There are
Well,
people.
now I'm
where I
just
work.
bought in. Now I'm bought in. Because I know where you work.
No.
Now I'm in.
You do not want to believe
He's all
these
about
people.
space.
I mean,
These
what's
are
this
these are like
I know where
fucking
you work, Rick.
maintenance workers. These are the guys that fucking fix pipes. and shit.
I
They're
know where
stupid.
you work. I know where you
So
work.
anyways,
and
now they're
these
walking around
people-
without a mask this morning. And, and everybody's like, hey man, like they come in the office, we're like, hey, I'm sorry, we still have this, the rules haven't changed for us yet.
Mhm.
And they'll be like, oh well, I got the shot. They're like, oh yeah, what shot? Like, the fuck are you talking about? But they were walking around, so there's going to be more people than not in this contingent of people that don't want to get vaccinated, which is fine. That will just say, I got a fucking vaccine because there's no way to prove it.
But what
So
if they've
fuck
already
that.
had COVID and they would have the same antibodies? They would
For how
still
long?
How long are you protected with the vaccine?
As
Both
of
are
right now,
unknowns, right?
twice as long as they're pretty sure actually the antibodies only last less than 90 days. That
That's
is
not
actually
true.
you can look
That
that
is
up
not
right
true.
now. Go ahead and Google it, and it'll tell you in 90 days. Have fun with that.
Go go!
It'll-
Go!
Yes, honey. Yes, what do you need?
Make me a sandwich!
Oh,
So as of
God.
right now,
Making
they could
turkey
only
sandwich.
officially tell you that the vaccine is good for 6 months. I think that number will probably continue to stretch as they track the people that they initially give the shots to. It'll probably be a year. That's
Are you going to
most
track
likely
them
what
with the
it'll be.
microchip or there?
Yes.
Some other.
By the way, I tried about 11 different fucking magnets, dude. Nothing stuck to my arm. I'm just so disappointed.
Nothing, not one.
That suck, man. When you
No.
expect to be Magneto at the end of the day and then nothing's fucking sticking. That
Nothing's fucking there. I was like, this is gonna be awesome, and I put it on my arm, and nothing happened.
Yeah.
I
I was
think.
like, okay.
I think I'm still gonna wear my mask to Walmart.
Rick was going to have a
Well, you would do that before COVID anyway.
I should have before COVID.
Yeah.
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 So why Walmart specifically?
Have you been to a Walmart?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you know why. I'm sure
Well,
everyone.
he lives in the rich side of town, so his Walmarts are okay.
No, I don't
That
live
doesn't
in the
matter
rich
what side of town
I
you're
live
on.
in the
Walmart's
hills. I
Walmart.
live way out in the mountains, and that's a little bit different than the rich side.
Walmart is dirty.
Still suburb.
I don't need no shoeless person coughing all over me. Get out of here, bro.
Shoeless?
Shoeless, shirtless, pantless.
Maskless.
COVID carrier. Get the fuck
That
away from me.
shoeless Sherry over there. Don't mind her.
That's shoeless Sherry. She's here every day. Don't mind her. She's our new creeper.
I mean, so like you saw with us when we're around each other, and it's people that we know. I mean, absolutely, we should be able to take our masks off a little bit more. If we're in a big, wide open area that's got plenty of ventilation, I don't see a problem. It's as good as outside, right? I mean, there's going to be points, but I'm also vaccinated, so I don't feel that same risk, right? The only time that I'm really concerned is because I got a kid that is not getting the shot yet, and I'll wear a mask with her, in solidarity in those situations, honestly, just to keep her
Solidarity.
safe.
I
Yeah,
gotta
I'm-
be honest. Like, I was happy to see you outside and not be panicked with the mask on the entire time this weekend because I was worried. Like legitimately, like in the past year, I was worried you're gonna have some like PTSD from this shit, man. I thought you were gonna be
Straight
fucking hiding under a
agoraphobia.
table, fucking like terrified from this whole thing. So I'm happy to see that you were able to actually go out and have a good time.
It's common sense, man. There is still some areas where we probably should still be wearing a mask. I think the CDC obviously did this for very political reasons. We've seen that,
Yeah.
throughout this entire thing. So you now are left to make the best judgment for yourself, and that's really what I took from it. So my best judgment is if I'm in a sea of people indoors in a dirty place, I'm probably going to wear a mask.
So
That's bottom
even
line.
from your stance, you think it was purely political? What with the mask thing? With the
I
CDC?
think every move the CDC has made almost has been some kind of political push somehow. They have
Yeah.
pressure somewhere.
Them
I don't-
and Fauci,
It's
yeah.
not that I don't trust them, I do believe that they are running it by science, but I also believe that they're either doing something too soon or too late based on the pressure they're feeling from most likely the White House the entire last year and a half.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Doesn't matter the administration. Yeah.
Right.
Meh.
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 Eh.
Meh.
What do you think, Greg? You gonna wear a mask?
By the way, Sheila said that she's been down for a couple days after she had her second dose. So, best of luck to you, Sheila. We hope
Oh, you
feel
get the
better.
second dose. Good for you, Sheila. Hopefully you don't
Yeah.
turn into me.
Hopefully you don't get pregnant anymore either. I mean, that's also
Well,
a
stay
side
away
effect.
from Lee.
Hey, Art, I'm coming for you, buddy.
Oh, damn. Art's gonna get pregnant too.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna utilize his beard.
Oh, it's gonna be so stringy and crusty. It's
Yep.
gonna be
God.
nasty.
We're gonna have more Ewoks, just fucking
Running
Ewoks
around.
with Shylocks.
Just
Josh
do
is
it before-
100% checked out.
Yeah, he is. Lee, you're gonna have to do it before midnight though, because then it turns into a gremlin.
Oh, what if I want the gremlins?
Ew.
Ew.
You know what I
Josh,
forgot?
are you alive?
Josh!
Josh, the FCMF is yours, buddy.
Hi.
You know what was fantastic? The best birthday gift that I had this weekend was hearing Josh's voice again. Like, we don't get to hear it on the podcast, and he's actually a really fun guy to talk to, and yet on the podcast we get high.
He's not talking.
Excellent golfer,
I
too.
made him mad tonight. That's my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a good golfer, right?
And-
You're seeing what he's picking up now. It's pretty
Yeah, I
great.
mean, he hits like 800 yards. I mean,
Greg-
you see that
Greg-
G power?
Greg will tell you what will happen when a Jew gets mad too. I mean, we've seen that.
They'll push you to the West Bank.
Hebrew Hammer.
Fucking
Anybody
rude.
want to do the FTMF this week? or no?
Greg already has it.
I don't have an FTMF.
Yes, you do,
Do
sir.
you have an FTMF? Josh,
I?
are you angry right now at all?
Yeah.
You can talk about me. You can talk about me on the FTMF.
No.
Okay.
I don't want to be interrupted. I'm good.
Well,
Get your
Hold on.
FTMF.
I guess
The
we got no
six people in the
FTMF.
chat, give us an FTMF topic real quick.
Oh man.
Whatever you want us to be mad about.
Whatever you want us to be mad about. Do, 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 do.
Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. 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 You guys all suck.
Terrible.
Okay, you can stop.
Enough.
Oh,
No one gave us a topic, so Greg
and
figured out your
1,000.
own.
Thanks, guys. Thanks,
Hey, you know
guys.
what? I got an FTMF.
Oh, do you?
Put it up.
Do you?
Let's do
All
this.
right, go for it.
Stupid hackers. Like, he's trying not to laugh.
I'm not trying to. Yeah,
Oh,
We're
I got to play the music, huh?
you do need to play the music because we're going into you.
Gonna go in them deep.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh, nice and deep. Oh
Take warning. The following segment is a personal view and opinion that may offend some. This is an independent opinion and should be taken as such. Put away your tissues and closed minds. It's time to hear the fucker out.
Greg still has fucking hair because he's just afraid to let it go. So,
Clutch!
Greg,
Clutch!
all I'm asking you to do right now is shave your fucking head and accept the inevitable. It's happened. It's gone. Fuck you, Greg. That's all I got. I'm good. Yeah, you like that clutch move?
That's it, huh?
Good job, Art. Way to come through in the clutch, my man.
All right.
Yeah, fuck
Um,
you, Art, for the win.
And when you mean hair, what type of hair? I mean, but I guess we won't get into that because your FTMF is over. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh, parting words.
Bye.
Oh my God.
I love him. Man of many words, that guy.
Oh. Josh.
Cooper, what you got?
Still finish my cake. I'm sorry, guys.
Really quick,
Son of a bitch!
who's in the ghetto right now? I hear police sirens.
Oh, that's me.
Greg, are you
Oh, yeah,
okay?
that's-
Oh, okay.
Sure, we might have to end it soon.
It's me. It's me.
Go ahead,
All
I
right.
cleared out your homeless
Are you
encampment.
getting swatted right now?
So, there's the family that you're born with, and then there's the family that you get to choose. And I've been granted with one of the greatest families that I could choose. So, I mean, thank you guys for coming out. That was really awesome. This summer, we're going to have a lot of fun experiences together. We're going to go. It sounds like Rick
That
spoiled
sounded so
Josh's
gay.
birthday, and we're going to have a fun boating trip, and we're going to
You
have
guys
some,
will.
some costume parties and shit. So hopefully we'll be sober enough at some point during one of these things to actually do a live show in person, and that'll be a lot of fun. But thank you guys for coming out. You guys are great friends, and we've known each other for the better parts of our life at this point, and so it's fantastic going through life with you guys. I love you. I love you all. Be good, okay?
I feel like I need to say I love you too, and then end the show on that.
Dude, you know it's only 40, right? It's not 80.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make
Hey,
sure.
Greg, what are your parting thoughts?
Oh man, dude. So I mean, thanks for letting me learn how to golf. I guess. I mean, one day I might pick up a bag of clubs and just go out there and swing some shit. And yeah, I mean, Duper, I really came a long way out to come see you, man. So that was that was like a huge sacrifice on my part. I had to fill up the gas tank twice. But no, man, I'm glad you had a good time. I'm so totally glad that we don't have the extra sidebar text string fucking because Rick always ruins it. And yeah, so it's not surprising anymore. So and Jason, thanks for coming out too, man. It was good seeing you.
He doesn't watch this. He's not going to hear that.
I know, but I gotta still say it out there.
Oh, okay.
He was good.
Yeah.
And you know what? We should have done FTMF to that shitty ass Mexican restaurant, but too late.
It's not too late.
But,
I said it was yours.
Yeah, I know. Too late. But no, fuck you, that shitty ass fucking Mexican restaurant. I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, that shit sucked. But thank you, YouTube people. So we're getting more and more followers every week. We are at 51 subscribers now, so thank you for that. We're already halfway to Joe Rogan. So thank you. Continue to do it. Like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. We love you guys, and don't cook bacon naked. And I want my goddamn cake.
I love the fact that Greg still thinks 100 is 100 million. Like
Yes.
he doesn't know the difference in his numbers at all.
We are just starting at the YouTube. It
And
is
how
getting
can I
good.
forget? Go Avalanche, go! Let's go. They're up 1-0 right now.
Oh,
Go,
yeah,
boys.
catch the hockey special tomorrow on Twats.
Yeah, twats tomorrow, hockey special.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, you sure you don't have anything to say? Any parting words for us?
You could tell Lee to fuck off because I cut you off once.
Hey, Lee, fuck off.
There you go. You got him.
Well, we love you, Joshua.
Josh,
This
come
hotel
on.
room is not as cool, though. I'm not gonna lie.
What game you watching? Yeah,
He's ignoring you.
That's a good game.
Lee, what are your parting thoughts?
My parting thoughts is, Josh, I enjoyed my weekend with you, and I love you, and I love you, and I was so happy to have you sitting next to me for 17 hours, literally.
He won't even crack a smile.
He
Oh,
won't.
dude. That had to be the smelliest fucking car ride ever.
It wasn't until Jason farted.
Oh.
Then it was bad.
How long was that car ride?
The way home was fucking 6.5 hours. Almost
Why
7
was it
hours.
6.5 hours?
Because there was 17,000 accidents because no one could fucking drive. It was fun. It was good times.
Oh my god.
I got Josh home in a record 5:48. Still nothing. Gotcha.
Get his mic there.
Ow.
Well, good time. I was just gonna throw out there. Today's the 40th birthday of one of our friends, also from our group, John Mingo. Passed away a couple years ago, but I just wanted to say I remember him and I love him and I miss him, and I think a lot of our friends do too, including Joshua.
Yes.
So this is for you, Mingo.
We were sharing some fantastic stories actually about him over the weekend.
Yep. Yeah, it was nice to talk to him.
All right.
So,
Josh,
talk about him.
love you, buddy. Okay, bye.
Got anything else, Josh? That's
Good,
it.
okay.
Like and subscribe. Bye.
Don't cook bacon naked.
Yeah.
Wrong outro.
What
Wrong
the,
outro.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know what that was.
There it is. There goes the mic.
Fucking
All right,
guy.
everybody, thank you for
Greg, go.
listening. You fucking dick, dude.
Let's try and get one more out.
All right, everybody, thank you for listening to the...
Rub it out.
All right, everybody, thank you for listening to the show today. Please go to takewarningpod.com where you can explore additional content on the podcast, as well as find the links to the podcast on your favorite podcast platforms. Also, please get on social media. We are on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Take Warning. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you like about the show, what your thoughts are on the show, and what you would like to see in a future podcast.
I got you on my radar, it's a beauty